This is the portion where chat loves asking me, like, would you go on this show? Would you go on that show? The answer is yes. It's usually yes. Okay, if it's worth,
my computer stopped working.
If it's worth, because it's like because it's gonna be fun. It's worth if it's going to be good content. It's worth if it's going to expand my audience. Like those are reasons why it would be worth. It's not worth if it's an irrelevant person, contentious for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Thoughts on vlogs at HasanAbi.
And also is not going to be like good fun content regardless. Especially because I don't think that debating is actually a successful way of arriving at the truth. And I've been very clear about this as my position for a long time. So like, it's totally about the value that I get out of it. It is totally transactional, and it's totally about what kind of value I get out of it. And I see no reason in lying about it or hiding the truth. Like,
I haven't heard anything.
Anyone who fucking tells you that like debates are actually arriving at like the best possible like logical conclusion of an argument or whatever is a bit of a charlatan, if you ask me. Like way more than fucking. I mean, they're low-key grifting in their own way. Which actually cuts in or ties into the Gina Carano conversation that I'm going to be having later, which is about the principled free speech stance. Osita, as always, has a great and I would even go so far as to say unique approach to this that resembles mine.
Thanks for the
so we'll be talking about that. It's got to be a good faith debate. People like Alex aren't actually looking to have their beliefs challenged. No one is looking to have their beliefs challenged. Don't be fucking crazy. Debates are not about having your beliefs challenged, no matter how intellectual either side is. And most of the time, in the overwhelming majority of like YouTube debates, no one is like an actual fucking intellectual or has like relevant experience or know-how in the fields that they're debating on. And this absolutely includes me as well. Like, you can point to examples of like Foucault versus Chomsky, and those are like once in a lifetime debates that you get. But even when you go back to the oftentimes idealized for no reason conversation between Gore Vidal and Buckley, like it ended up with Buckley calling Vidal a queer and Vidal saying that Buckley was a fascist. Like, that's literally the same as a fucking YouTube debate. They just have the old school accent, so you'll kind of think that it's actually a little bit more, you know, upper class, a little high class, a little more intellectual. But the reality is, one is calling the other one a fascist, the other one's calling him a queer. So that's just it. That's like straight up the same kind of fucking content, rhetoric focused content that you get from any YouTube fucking debate. So that stuff is just for entertainment. It can have an educational value.
Of entertainment over here, Don. Hassle.
But overall, it's first and foremost for entertainment.